I see you.
Fuck, niggas. Tell you, these niggas know what the fuck going on. Pulling up for these dead ass niggas. Big 23, tell you.
Hey, get it right here, folks.
Moving life, man. Rest up the guys, man. You know what the fuck going on.
Rest up the guys, man. We miss you, boys, man.
We miss y'all,
Rest up the guys.
Happy birthday.
Well-known Chicago area rapper was killed in a drive-by shooting early this morning in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood. 31-year-old Tristan Hamilton was shot multiple times. According to the Sun-Times, he raps under the name FBG Cash. A 29-year-old woman with him was also shot.
One of the suspects accused in a deadly shooting of a rapper in the River Oaks area is now under arrest. That rapper, known as BTB Savage, was killed in a drive-by shooting 2 weeks ago.
Some pictures are worth 1,000 words, but for these rappers, they were worth their lives. In a world where clout, fame, and street pride collide, a single photo can expose more than just a moment. It can reveal a location, a lifestyle, or make you a target. Today, we're breaking down some photos that had deadly consequences. Early 2022, Chicago rapper FBG Cash posted a photo of himself in front of King Von's mural with the caption, "Whole world witnessed your main sniper get his shit splacked." He was essentially trolling the death of King Von. Now, if you knew FBG Cash, you'd know he wasn't just some random artist chasing clout. He was part of the Flyboy Gang, or FBG, a group based out of the south side of Chicago. That set is heavily connected to the STL EBT block, which has been at war for years with O Block. The rivalry between these two sides runs deep. So when Cash stood in front of Von's mural, it wasn't just disrespect, it was a message. A bold reminder that despite Von's death, the tension between STL, EBT, and O Block was far from over. Not long after posting that picture, Cash doubled down with a series of diss songs aimed at Von's camp. But in Chicago's street politics, every action has a reaction. Just months later, in June 2022, that reaction came fast and deadly. On the 10th of June 2022, around 5:30 a.m., Cash was riding with a woman when a black Cadillac cut them off. Two shooters jumped out and opened fire. Cash was critically wounded, and unfortunately, he would later be pronounced dead.
Neighborhood. 31-year-old Tristan Hamilton was shot multiple times. According to the Sun-Times, he raps under the name FBG Cash. A 29-year-old woman with him was also shot, taken to the hospital in serious condition. It is believed Hamilton fired back at the shooter. Police don't have anyone in custody, at least not yet.
Always at it.
Ready?
I see you.
Fuck, niggas. Tell you, these niggas know what the fuck going on. Pulling up for these dead ass niggas. Big 23, tell you.
Hey, get it right here, folks.
Moving life, man. Rest up the guys, man. You know what the fuck going on.
Rest up the guys, man. We miss you, boys, man.
We miss y'all,
Rest
boys.
up the guys.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Next up, we've got Julio, a Jacksonville rapper who turned real-life street beef into a public spectacle. And for Julio, one photo at a gravesite would come back to haunt him. Julio was originally from 6 Block, a set that's been in a deadly feud with ATK, the crew tied to rapper Youngeen Ace. Their beef goes way back, long before the fame in music. Back in 2018, Youngeen Ace was shot multiple times in a drive-by that killed his brother and 2 friends. On the other side, Julio had already lost several close friends and family members to that same war. What started as a neighborhood rivalry quickly turned into a back-and-forth blood feud, with both sides using their music and social media to mock each other's losses. Julio became known for taking things to the next level. He wasn't just dropping diss tracks, he was putting faces, names, and even graves into his content. He would constantly taunt Youngeen Ace and the ATK crew online, making it clear that he wasn't backing down. But what really crossed the line for a lot of people was a photo he took at the gravesite of one of Ace's fallen friends, known as 23. Julio and several others stood at the grave, throwing up gang signs and flashing disrespectful gestures while posing for the camera. They uploaded those pictures online and the internet exploded. To many, it was seen as one of the most disrespectful moves of the entire Jacksonville rap scene. The pictures spread across Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, with even other rappers calling it out. But Julio didn't care. He doubled down, making even more posts and using those same images as cover art and profile pictures. Fast forward on the 23rd of June 2024, Julio was in Tampa celebrating his 26th birthday. After being kicked out of an Airbnb for overcrowding, he proceeded to enter a car with one of his friends, and that's where the hit went down. Gunmen ambushed him in the parking lot, opening fire and killing him instantly. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
Tonight, a A closer look at the birthday celebration that ended in the brutal death of a Jacksonville rapper. Charles Jones, known as Julio Foolio, was shot and killed in the parking lot of a Tampa hotel.
Now, let's talk about BTB Savage, a Texas rapper whose final post might be one of the boldest and most dangerous in rap history. Before his death, BTB Savage was starting to make a name for himself. Young, flashy, confident, and always talking about how he wasn't afraid of the streets. But one violent encounter would change everything. A few weeks before he was killed, BTB Savage and his girlfriend were inside their apartment in San Antonio when two men came over, supposedly for a music collaboration. But things turned dark fast. It turned out to be a setup. One of the men pulled a gun, trying to rob BTB Savage. A fight broke out inside the apartment. According to Savage, his girlfriend managed to grab a gun and shot one of the intruders, killing him on the spot. Blood spilled everywhere, on the floors, walls, and door frames. The entire apartment looked like a crime scene. Fast forward to the 29th of March 2023, BTB Savage took a photo inside that very same apartment, standing proudly next to dried bloodstains. You could still see the massive blood pool on the ground, bullet holes in the door, and splashes all around him. The caption read, "Too much motion," almost like he was bragging about surviving the robbery attempt. But to the streets, it didn't look like self-defense. It looked like disrespect, especially to the friends and family of the man who'd been killed there. Less than 24 hours after posting that photo, BTB Savage was ambushed and shot to death in Houston. His white Mercedes was riddled with bullets, dozens of rounds fired in what police called a targeted hit.
Yeah, take a look here. 40-year-old Montrell Burley is charged with murder after Houston police say license plate readers helped spot him at the murder scene. Investigators say Gentry was killed in a deadly drive-by shooting in the River Oaks area.
Now let's talk about PnB Rock, a rapper whose death showed how dangerous social media can really be. PnB Rock came up from Philadelphia and made a name for himself with smooth hooks and melodic rap. He was living that flashy LA lifestyle, fast cars, diamond chains, the whole package. But behind the scenes, he already knew the risks. In one of his last interviews, PnB said he'd been followed before, that people in LA were bold, watching rappers just to rob them. He wasn't lying.
I was like, damn, bro, you just came out here like, it was me and him. Me and him went to the projects. He like, bro, like, you ain't got no security and none of that shit. Tripping. And it's like, bro, I got security, but I don't got security. You feel me? Like, I be on my shit too, you feel me? So I be on angles. I'm already watching everything that's going on, so it's gonna be kind of hard for you to get me because I used to do the same shit.
Like, that probably gives you a lot of like respect and shit like that.
Yeah, niggas fuck with that for sure.
On the 12th of September 2022, he went out to eat with his girlfriend at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South LA. Just a regular afternoon, no bodyguards, no big entourage. While they were eating, his girlfriend posted a photo on Instagram showing their meal and location. Minutes later, things turned deadly. A gunman pulled up to the restaurant, walked straight to their table, and demanded PnB's jewelry. Witnesses say he refused. He tried to protect what he worked for. The man opened fire, hitting PnB multiple times before taking his chains and fleeing. PnB Rock was rushed to the hospital but didn't make it. He was only 30 years old. The story spread fast. Fans were heartbroken, and everyone pointed to that Instagram post. Police later confirmed the killers may have seen that live location tag and rushed to the spot within minutes.
And Chief Michael Moore just confirmed a few minutes ago that he was targeted because of an Instagram post. There were actually a couple, one from the rapper himself in the back parking lot when they first got here, giving somebody enough time to get here and kill him, and then another one from his girlfriend when they were sitting at the table. The restaurant is back open today, but obviously a much different vibe inside. People who work here extremely upset.
Man, if there's one thing all these stories have in common, it's how fast everything can change. One post, one photo, one move, and it's over. These weren't just rappers. They were people chasing dreams, living fast, and sometimes paying the ultimate price for a single moment online. So before you post or flex, think twice. The internet never forgets, and the streets definitely don't. If you made it this far into the video, you're a real one. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and let me know in the comments which story shocked you the most. I've got more crazy stories coming your way, so stay locked in, and I'll catch you in the next one.